factor, benefactor's been a factor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was
We're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Mike, check, 59.
Rip.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Squeeze, double. Switch.
Brady now on first down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10.
Check 59. Mike.
Check it, reload.
Mike's at 59.
Ready? Alert!
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
I'm here all day.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, here's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wait, that 380. Mike's 59. What we got? 59. Go bandit. Check, 59.
Let him know.
Check 37.
Again, it's Brady.
Kill.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 from the 12.
Hey. 4 down.
Cover.
On on the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a second down and 6.
Trips. Watch 17, watch 17.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Watch twist. Watch
To throw is Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check three. Check 3. Show it up.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check safety. Check 4. Check.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Take that. Wait, put it. Mike to 59.
Let's go, D. Mike's
Ozzy. Stay with your man.
Mike, check. 59.
Here we go, D. Get up. Hey, ball 60.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
Jump.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Take that. 63. Go up. No, 66.
From the 39, Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check. Check out.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Watch the run.
Quick the edge. Attack it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check, bunt set. Check, bunt set.
Check four, check four.
Watch
Cover.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Whip. Watch the whip.
Kill.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Ejected. Reload.
Second down and goal. Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 50. 12.
Back.
Gotta go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Check 99. Check 99.
11 mighty.
31's the mic. Push him back.
11.
31's the mic.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Burrow looking to pass. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Jim.
On first down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
65. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Alert!
Army.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
You're all right. 24 is the mic.
Not here.
Check 52.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
From the gun, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Big 13. Big 13. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on 3rd down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check, 59.
Let's go. Check 24, check 24. Check three.
Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 59 Mike. Check, 59.
To throw, it's Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the play.
Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And down inside the 15 he goes. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Regular.
Tight on the right. 3 down. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Check, 72.
On play action, now Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He finds some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action, now it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Mike 38. Back and reload. Defense wins championships, baby. 38 to Mike. No chance. Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Alabama, 380. Go bandit. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Buzz. Be ready.
To try again after the sack. Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it is 28-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
On 1, ready?
Strong left.
11.
We got 4. 31's the Mike. 31's the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Ozzy! Ozzy!
On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From midfield, here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Man left, man left. Hey!
Lead now!
Got four down, 4 down.
Mike 38, Mike 38, Mike 38.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Tell me what you got.
Now Brady again.
Give me some. Give me some.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Switch! Mike 38.
Hey, ball 66.
Here's Brady to throw. And this one's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Right here, right here.
Motion.
Hey, check it.
Mike 38, Mike 38.
Fire!
To throw is Brady.
Check. Presto.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, 56.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
11.
I'm here all day. Check, 45 to Mike. Check.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
24 is the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 24 is the mic.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a play fake. Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Roll 50.
Is the mic.
Yeah.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Brady on target there to Godwin.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Brady going to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lambeau on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
A final shot now for Burrow. And down he goes. Back. Offensive explosion.